Al-Istiraahah. Al-Istiraahah. The sitting of rest. The fuqaha, they refer to this as a sitting of rest. Though some scholars, they say there is no evidence calling it sitting of rest. It's a sitting of ibadah. There is nothing like what rest there. But those scholars who refer to it as sitting of rest are scholars who believe that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did it as a result of what? As a result of weakness and what? Tiredness. As a result of old age. That he could not just get up immediately to the second rakah or to the fourth rakah. So he would like to watch, rest a bit before he got up to the second rakah or to the fourth rakah. So those scholars who say, why call it Jalsah Al-Istiraahah? They said, how can you say an elderly person is resting? The time for the sitting is not that much. That will be additional tax for that elderly person. Because instead of going up direct, he will just sit and watch. Get up again. So not that he will stay there the way he will stay in the sitting of tashahhud. That is the stay, the delay, the time he will spend in that sitting is not up to the time of what? The time of tashahhud. It's just to sit and get up. So that will be more difficult for somebody who is an elderly person than what? Us to say he should just get up. Getting up straight is easier than telling another person to sit and what? Make the attempt to what? To stand up again. So they said to us, we do not buy the view of calling it Jalsah to Al-Istiraahah. It is Jalsah of Ibadah. Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would do it. Now the scholars who refer to it as Jalsah to Al-Istiraahah, they said if it were to be something that is sunnah, la zakaraha kullu wasifin لصلاة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. You will discover that is, if it were to be sunnah, you will discover that all those people who have described the salat of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would have mentioned it. So, for the fact that most people who describe the salah of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they did not say he will do this sitting. It shows it is not sunnah. Messenger of Allah did it for a reason, and that reason is what? To take a rest. As a result of what? Old age. The other people replied, they said, there are a lot of things that you consider to be sunnah, that it is only one companion or two companions, or this companion will report it, another one will not report it. And you consider them to be part and parcel of what? Sunnah of Salah. So the way you take those ones, you should also take this sitting as what? Part and parcel of Sunnah of Salah. Not that you call it what? Jalsah Al-Istiraahah. This is just by the way. Some say, okay, we agree with Jalsah Al-Istiraahah, but it's what? It is Sunnah to do it. The other people said it is not Sunnah. But if there is a need for you to do it, you do it. Not because it is sunnah, but because there is a need for you to do it. Now, the Shafi'iyah, they refer to it as sunnah. They see it as what? Sunnah. So when a Shafi'i is describing how to pray, they will do this Jalsah Al-Istiraahah. That is before he get up for the second rakah, he will sit. Before he gets up for the second rakah, he will sit. Then he will get up. An average Shafi'i will do that. And this is a view of some of the Hanabila. But the common view of the Hanabila is that Jalsah Al-Istiraahah is not sunnah. It is only done by somebody who needs it. maybe as a result of old age, or maybe as a result of ailment, and things like that. And this is the view of the Malikiya, likewise the Hanafiya. So majority of the scholars, that is, majority of the Madhahib, they do not support Jalsah Istiraahah as Sunnah. They see it as something that you do if there is a need for you to do it. But the Shafi'iyah, they see it as what? Sunnah. Now, one thing is established is that apart from this hadith of Malik bin Huwairith, there is another hadith of Abu Umayyad al-Sa'idi radiallahu anhu, which was reported by Abu Dawud. He described the Salah of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the presence of about 10 companions. And in one of the reports, it was said that he did Jalsah Istiraahah there. And none of the companions seated opposed him. He said, let me pray, let me show you the Salah of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And they said, why? You are not the one that had accompanied the Messenger of Allah more than every one of us. So why? But they said, okay, go ahead. And he prayed, he did Jalsah Istiraahah in that prayer that he described, and they did not oppose it. They until they got it. So this will be corroborating the hadith of Malik bin Huwairith. Now, in the report of Al-Imam al-Bukhari, the hadith of the man that prayed wrongly, that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam corrected, it was in the one of the riwayat that he asked him to do Jalsah Istiraahah. Though some said it is what? A shadh. That's the other shadh. So, with this, you can say Jalsah Istiraahah is sunnah, not just ordinary thing that one does if there is need for it. Contrary to what people like Ibn Qayyim and many others said. Sheikh Al-Albani alayhi rahmatullah defended this, that it is sunnah to do Jalsah Istiraahah. But there are some issues that are connected to this. The first one is, if you are praying alone, let's assume you are praying alone. And we know that when you are getting up, according to what you have read from the hadith of Abu Hurairah and some other hadith, that you say Allahu Akbar when you are getting up towards to the standing position. Now, if you want to rise to the second rakah, you want to rise from sujood, from the second sajda to the second rakah, and we say you want to do Jalsah Istiraahah. When you say Allahu Akbar, will you say Allahu Akbar and sit? That is, after saying Allahu Akbar, then you do that Jalsah Istiraahah, then you get up without saying Allahu Akbar again, since you have said it and you have sat. Or you will say Allahu Akbar, that Allahu Akbar you elongate it, you sit with it and also stand with it. That you say Allah, you see, Allah, you sit. Then what? You continue prolonging the Allah till what? You get up. Then you'll be ending Akbar as you are rising. That is, you elongate the Allahu Akbar to cover your Jalsah Istiraahah and to cover your standing from that Jalsah Istiraahah. Is that what you are going to do? Or you will sit first without any Allahu Akbar. Then when you want to stand, you say Allahu Akbar. These are three views that the scholars have. Most of the scholars, they say if you are to do Jalsah Istiraahah, what you do is that you do Allahu Akbar and you sit. You do Allahu Akbar and you sit. Your Allahu Akbar will be terminated while seated. then you get up to a second rakah without saying any other dhikr. Because the Allahu Akbar that you are supposed to say while going to the second rakah, you have said it, but you do not say it to start. You say it to sit. This is what most of them have done. The Shafi'iyah, they favored more to do that prolonged one that you do. And what you sit, and you won't complete it. You will not, you continue to elongate that Allah, you sit. You continue to do the Allah till what you start. This An-Nawawi mentioned in some of his explanations. Sheikh Al-Albani alayhi rahmatullah said, there is no evidence for this. Then lengthening it this way is more or less as if one is what is praying. So he is of the opinion that you say it as it. Then the third view is that you don't say it as you are raising your head from the sujood. You sit. Then it is when you are going to the second rakah that watch. That is after you have done that just at Al-Istiraahah that you say Allahu Akbar. So this is on the one who is praying alone. Now if you are praying, you are leading Salah, you are the Imam, and there are people behind you. As we have said, the Malikiyah, they do not really support Jalsah to Istiraahah unless if there is a need for you to do it. Meaning, they do not encourage an Imam doing Jalsah to Istiraahah. So if you lead a Salah in any of our masajid here, in most of the masajid in Nigeria here, and you lead them in Salah, you want to do the Sunnah of Jalsah to Istiraahah, as you are seated, the Jama'ah behind you are rising. I don't know whether you have observed something like this before. Maybe an Imam, he wants to practice the Sunnah of Jalsah to Istiraahah, he is seated, the Jama'ah behind him are up. Because they don't understand that Jalsah to Istiraahah fitting. In this case, they have done mukhalafatul Imam. They have acted contrary to the Imam. So and that's why some scholars said, if you want to do Jalsah to Istiraahah, it is good you carry along your Jama'ah. Let them know, maybe you teach them that Jalsah to Istiraahah is part and parcel of the Sunnah. So, but if you do not teach them, you'll be finding yourself in a situation where you'll be leading people, and you will be sitting, they will be standing. So, in an attempt to carry what you consider to be Sunnah, to carry it out, your Jama'ah had acted contrary towards your own action. So in a situation like that, it is better you don't do it. In order not to lead your Jama'ah into what? Confusion. And if you must do it, or you want to do it, you love to do it, it is good to carry them along. Don't say, I will do it. By the time they make mistakes, that is, they are confused, maybe for 2 or 3 salawat, they'll get used to it. You know, some of our brothers, they have this position. They will do the Jalsah to Istiraahah, even if the Jama'ah behind them are going to watch, are going to make mistakes. They say, okay, leave them. If they make mistakes, this time around, the second time, the third time, they would have gotten used to it that this our Imam is an Imam of what? Jalsah to Istiraahah. So whenever they are praying behind him, they watch. They will know that we are praying behind the Imam that is doing Jalsah to Istiraahah. So some of the brothers, the Sheikh, do not mind this. For Allah, it is better to educate the people. So after you have educated them, they need the violate. They have themselves to blame. But without education, saying that if they make mistakes for some time, they get used to it that this our Imam is Imam of Jalsah to Istiraahah. So this will not be that okay. So if the Imam is going to do it, do the Allahu Akbar, as you say. So if It takes the position, the third position that he will sit first before he will do Allahu Akbar. The Jama'ah may not know that he's doing the Al-Istiraahah. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. An Imam who wants to do the Al-Istiraahah, but he will raise his head, he will say Allahu Akbar until he sat. So when he's about to rise from that sitting, then he will say Allahu Akbar. So the Ma'mum behind him, who is still doing sujood, by the time he's raising his own head, the Allahu Akbar that he has had, he will just go up straight. Because he doesn't know that the Imam has done Jalsah Al-Istiraahah. He does not know. So and that's why some people prefer to do that. Some Imams, they prefer to do that. That is, they will do Jalsah Al-Istiraahah if the Ma'mum do not know that they are doing it. The only thing that they will not say Allahu Akbar as they are raising their head from sujood. So they will only say Allahu Akbar when they are going up after the start Jalsah Al-Istiraahah. But Wallahu Alam, I think it is good that one takes the first position. That is, you do each, you raise your head together with Allahu Akbar and you sit. Then after that you go up. And if you are an Imam, you call the attention of your Jama'ah to it that it is good to do this, how we doing this. So if they have had this, they know that this our Imam is going to do Jalsah Al-Istiraahah. So Wallahu Alam, this is on Jalsah Al-Istiraahah. This is on Jalsah Al-Istiraahah. Some see it as Sunnah, some said it's not Sunnah. So it's something that is done as a result of old age or one ailment or the other.